Where else could the president and his kidnapper have been? Here specifically.
Take that!
They were over there? So that's the basis of that claim. Do I really need a basis for my claims? In other words, you don't know, do you? Ugh. So was it there? Let's try remembering what Mr. Cameron said in his eyewitness testimony. Did he say something about the situation at the scene? Indeed, Mr. Cameron's testimony should provide a major clue. Oh, fuck, the organizer went away.
Take that!
What? I didn't want that. I didn't want to hit that. I was trying to see if I could present something on the present. Because the fire makes the most sense, right? Maybe it was the window area? Let's see the thing. Are you asleep already? I'm in front of the ceiling now, but something's not right. It's here of all places. What's more, crap, the light just went off. I can barely see a thing now. The light just went off, so we have that. We have the light situation. So there's two lights. This one right here and this one right here. It wouldn't be the other one. I imagine it's here specifically. But that doesn't make much sense, does it? Is it here? Because there's footprints that lead up to here. And like, this still makes the most sense to me. But I guess with this light being out specifically, over here would make the most sense, right?
Take that!
I just didn't get the exact right area. It had to be specifically around the pillar. Mr. Cameron said this on the answering machine. The light just went off. I can barely see a thing now. There are only two places here where the lights were broken. Light by the orphanage? Hey, could you please update the recreation? Roger! This is... So the kidnapper was near the orphanage? Indeed. With this, we've shown the connection between the orphanage and the kidnapping. So that's why they moved the body and took a fake photo to create false testimony. In order to remove any suspicion towards the orphanage in court. This state of recreation has changed completely. The time the body was discovered, scene was probably been greatly impacted as a result. Then let's go check it out right away. Preparations are ready. As the state of recreation has changed once again, I should press the Y button and select change recreation. Let's give it a try. Okay, I guess I just will. I've recreated the scene. But this is a problem still. What was this? Originally, Mr. Cameron's body was here. In order to be consistent with the fake photo, he was moved to the center of the flower beds. Then the footprints going back and forth from the body, could they be? Indeed. There's only one possibility at the moment. These footprints were probably left when the body was moved to the flower beds. These probably belong to the Besting and Patricia. Footprints here seem to lead to and from the body. We're believed to be the culprits. The shoes on 7, seasons of okay. won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. The blood spotted above the snow. There certainly was a substantial amount. Almost as if the murder was actually committed here. Mr. Cameron should have been attacked near the snowman. Exactly. In that case, this blood must belong to someone else. What? But the police report said this was Mr. Cameron's blood. The one in charge of this case was Balze de Beste. It would have been simple for him to falsify the information. But wouldn't it be faster to just clean out the bloodstain rather than falsify the information? You wouldn't be able to do that. Think about it. Balze knew that Mr. Cameron's body would be discovered here. In which case, the forensic department would naturally become involved. Ah! A little reaction! I would have discovered it. Power of science. Precisely. It would have been difficult to completely erase all traces of the blood. However, falsifying the results of the blood test would be much easier in comparison. We just have to switch the results for the forensics report. Oh, what a bummer. None of these documents I read were falsified. Like Mr. Cameron's clothes were completely soaked in blood. Blood scattered here on the camera's clothes. That would mean, at the time, the bloodstains here had not dried up yet. I see! But then there's somebody's body was spotted here just a short while before Mr. Cameron was murdered. Indeed. That's exactly right. However, if that's the case, wouldn't a new contradiction arise in this recreation? Okay. Deduce? What can I deduce from here? What is my deduction? Obviously the blood has to be deduced, because this spot's somehow connected to one of the pieces of evidence I hold. Wouldn't it be like the kid in the orphanage? Did they kill a kid? I imagine this is the evidence here. A Dover's son or Gustavia's son, which until the day before the incident regularly visited Mr. Masters' mansion. So... trying to have a brain blast here and it's not working. Jimmy Neutron lied to me. What am I trying to deduce? That the blood stain, if we could see, belonged to someone other than the victim, Cameron. I can't present a person. Maybe him? Maybe it's the president's blood? Maybe the president's already dead. That is a possibility. That thing he laid to rest in front of the flower bed 12 years ago. Gotta retrieve it. So, plants do eat bodies. I don't know to what degree. I know a tree would have a field day and just get rid of it pretty well. But no. Don't think that's it. See, this is a flower bed thing. examine it again. The blood splatter, there's certainly a substantial amount. It's almost as if the murder was actually committed here. Cameron should have been attacked. The blood must belong to someone else. So it was 12 years ago. Yes. Looks like Cameron's clothes were soaked. Let us be here. Certainly someone else's blood. A new contradiction does arise. That didn't show up. That's not part of a thing, I think. I don't think there's any proper connection that we have for the kid. This would likely be the thing that we had to present. I think that's the most we could really get out of this. It does seem to me that one of the son's whereabouts is from here specifically. That was 18 years ago. The son was kidnapped and everything like that. So there's like they could be over there, but it wouldn't make much sense. It's 6 years after the fact, so the kid would be like 12. And they should have been found already at that current point in time. So that leaves me to believe, at the very least, the report on Knightley. Perhaps the only thing I could do. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for it, because this seems to be the connection. The only real connection we have. Woogie woogie. Not that.
Eureka!
So we don't have it. We don't have it. I don't think we have it. Well, so the sun was melted by the fire. We should keep that in mind when exactly the fire started to take a closer look at the area. Is this the thing I have to examine? This seems to be the only area without any snow. It must have been melted by the fire caused by the child at the orphanage. Disasters just keep coming for this orphanage. After the fire, multiple murders occurred. After the fire. Snow had melted. Wouldn't that mean... Yeah, so this is the one I have to use. Okay. So fire, fire, fire. Organized. Will we press the fire? Will we press the blood? I think you would press the fire. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can get this. Oh boy. I don't think I have anything to deduce it right now. It doesn't seem that way to me. Is that all we could do? Why is there like several bricks here? Can I do something with this? Appears to be burnt. Burn the files, fire, fire everywhere. Let's all have a drink. Nothing. Oh. I'm a little mad at this. I had to look it up. Apparently these two do line up. And I just didn't know. So, from here we're gonna just work with it because, like, obviously I was missing something to connect something and I was really confused. I suppose that Bowser was the one to kidnap us. It becomes more likely that he was What he dug up yesterday is connected to the abduction. Ah! What is it? I figured it out! It was treasure! Treasure! When Balzi had dug up the ransom money? $100 million ransom. Burned in the ground until the heat had died down. Certainly possible. You know, right? The monster's footprint data has been updated. So concrete was broken. We got that. That did not help as much as I was hoping. I was hoping it would blow the cases wide open. I don't think that's gonna work. It's definitely not another one of them. So I'm a little confused over the whole situation. And honestly, I don't know where to go from here, but I was definitely not going to get that logic thing. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to look again at the walkthrough to see what exactly I'm missing here, because I'm missing one thing. One little thing in my logic loopholes that is not working out. There is a possibility that there could be another flower bed there. I just don't think they can be constructed at that current point in time. Plus it gets in the way of the actual thing, and they wouldn't be able to exactly put the bricks somewhere. I think it is a murder. Like a kid was murdered or some shit like that. But every time I press it, it don't work. I don't know, fam. What happened? I don't know. I swear I did this, but apparently I do have to do this, the deuce here, with fire, which I could swear I did. So, see, it doesn't do it. Why doesn't it do it? The heck? Okay, so, after that fiasco, saying, I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. That means something opened up when we connected those logics, or something akin to that. Or it just always was. I swear every time I examined this, it wasn't showing up. So that's what's confusing. Sometimes with Ace Attorney, the logic flow I don't really have. And then I have to do shit like this, like look at it to see what exactly I did wrong. So at least we're on the right track again. So let's examine things. Certainly, it's almost as if the murder actually get committed here, but Mr. Cameron should have been attacked, but near the summit exactly as someone else. It wouldn't be, think about it. Olsey knew that Mr. Cameron's body would be discovered here, in which case the forensic department would naturally. But this is all the stuff that we know about elimination reaction and all this and that. So we have that. Examine this. This seems to be the only area without any snow. Fire. It should be maybe like one of these areas and I just deduced in the wrong area, which sucks. That's the case. So, and it does it again. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm a dumb bitch. I'm a dumb bitch. So, the problem, as you probably looked, I was hitting Mysterious Bloodstain because I saw this and my brain immediately thought, oh, this means fire, because it kind of looks like a fire. And I wasn't hitting this. So I had the logic to the T of the fire was used to conceal the evidence of the bloodstain, of like more bloodstain or whatever. Not sure if I opted to say or not. Regardless, I'm a little annoyed that, once again, I jump a gun and I just went a bit too far. As you can tell, this happens from time to time. I try to take my pace at these games, but sometimes, just oh my god. It's the stupidest shit that I miss. Regardless, we're back on track. Huh? You mean this bloodstain? Do you see how this bloodstain is broken up by the remnants of the fire? This is proof that the fire occurred after the blood had scattered across around the area. Huh? The fire occurred before the murder. Seems that information is suspect as well. If the fire had broken out after the murder, then the child who started the fire would have seen the body and the bloodstains. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that got a little too dark. Why then did they not come forward as a witness? It's likely that would have put Bullseye at a great disadvantage. Guess we'll need to investigate this fire in more detail. Hey, you! Yes, sir! There should be some records of the fire in the police department under a different case file. I want you to bring me every last investigation report about the fire. Understood, Shifu? Oh, one more thing. What is it, sir? Contact the House of Lang and Zheng Fa. There should be evidence from this case in my old man's room. What do you mean? I just remembered. Why, I recognize this scene. A long time ago, I saw a picture in my old man's room. It was a drawing resembling this scene. What did you say? However, I think it looked like something a child drew. A child. And the artist may have been the culprit behind the fire. It should still be somewhere in my old man's room. Have them send it over. Understood, sir. Finally! We need to get it pulled all the way. That's how bad we sucked. Shifu, I'm back! I brought the information on the fire that kid started. I had a photo of the drawing in your father's office. And I've been waiting for this. Hurry up and hand him over. Information held by Agent Lang's father. Oh my god! This is it. This is exactly what I remembered. So it's the president and the assassin, and there's a dog, and he has a little tape recorder thing. Actually, really good skills. This is really cute. Oh man, it's times like this where I wish that I kind of was a mom. You feel me? Because like, I don't know, getting a kid to draw you stuff is the most endearing thing ever. It's so cute. Maybe I should look into single moms. Just saying. Maybe I could get one of those brats to just give me something. Be the other mother that they need in life. Oh, that's such and such. I wouldn't mind being a housewife, taking care of them. Let's go. I'm sorry, I'm fantasizing in the midst. What are you going on about? I don't know. Maternal instinct kicked in. Leave me alone. This is the picture drawn by the child, depicting the night of the incident. Sure looks like it was drawn with a child's touch. It's cute, I love it. As I thought, the one who drew this is most likely the child who started the fire. They didn't kill children. Shifu! What now? Sorry, but gonna have to wait. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Why do you think my old man had this? Perhaps he obtained it during the course of his investigation into the incident. Although I don't know why he would have concealed it. Agent Lang, might I be able to see the details of the fire? Yeah, sure. Allow me to read it post-haste. The boy who started the fire snuck out of bed on the night of the incident. It seems this boy went missing several days later. What? Don't tell me that he witnessed something he shouldn't have. That's horrible! He was only a child after all. Well, I hate for that to be the case. Can't rule out that possibility entirely. Huh? Apparently the boy left some stuff behind at the orphanage. It was taken as evidence. What's this? That's what doing here? Mr. Prosecutor, you recognize this? Yes. I know one piece of evidence that's related to it. Yeah, I know. It is this.
Take that!
I don't know what it's doing here. But, isn't that the missing horn for the Moozilla doll? No way! You mean this came off the president's? You know of it? Yeah, I noticed that president kept it close by as a decoration. I always thought it was strange how one of the horns was missing. If you twist the horn, this doll will play back any previously recorded audio. So we put the missing horn back in place, we might be able to hear a different recording. Indeed, it's possible. The doll is currently on the 51st floor of the Grand Tower. Hey you! You heard that, right? Yes, sir! I'll be right back! What do you have to say? Chifu, I got it! The mighty Moozilla doll! Well done! Give it to the prosecutor over there. He insert the horn found at the orphanage into the doll. It's a perfect fit! Well, can you hear anything?
Mr. Hung, it's Amy. It's been a while. I saw the news that you would be coming to this country. I was really nervous about doing this, but I decided to send you a message.
Please, stop the playback! Judge Courtney? Is her first name Amy? What's wrong? Stop it now!
It's a boy. Your son. He's just been born. I'm sorry. That's all I wanted to tell you. His name is John. John Marsh. It's a fine name for him, don't you think?
Mosh. Did she say John?
I'll be waiting in the courtyard of the orphanage at midnight on February 9th. Even if just once, I want John to be able to meet you. I'm sorry if I'm just being selfish, but I'll be waiting.
Wait, that was my... John... What's the meaning of this, Miss Courtney?
John is not my biological son. He's adopted.
Did John know about this? Did John know about this?
Of course he knew. John's mother, Amy Marsh, passed away about 5 years ago. She and I were cousins.
Oh?
Since we were young, we've always been really close. We were often mistaken for sisters. That's why, when she passed away, I thought it was only natural that I would look after John. Also, there were circumstances that prevented me from revealing his father's identity. I never even told John his father's name. And now it's all been revealed, thanks to the recording of that
on that doll. Did John's mother send the doll to the president? Hey, John, was he the president? Really my dad? Yes, he was. Before you were born, Amy worked as a diplomat in Zhengfa. A diplomat? So that must be how she became acquainted with President Hong. Hang on, didn't you tell me she worked at the orphanage? Yes. After returning to this country, Amy left her job as a diplomat. She always had great passion for charity work, but she began working at the orphanage.
Not so fast!
Hey, Miss Courtney. This Amy girl, you called the president there herself by... She never showed up at the scene of the SS5 incident. What's with that? Amy couldn't make it. Apparently someone had been following her the whole night. Perhaps it was Bullseye. Can't say for certain, but it's possible that it was his doing. After that, Amy never got another chance to see the president again. But she died 5 years ago. This conversation must be painful for John. Oh, right! Hey, John! You thirsty? I'm gonna buy us both some juice. We can go together. I'm part of this too. I'm listening until the end. Besides, I can afford to buy my own shoes. Oh! Shot down by a kid. John, you understand the reason I met with the president 2 days ago? Secret meeting from 2 nights ago. I wanted to tell him about Amy's death and that you were alive and well. But I see. That's why you couldn't tell us your reasons for meeting with the president until now. I get it. You would have had to reveal his connection with John. I brought a bouquet of lion lilies so that he would understand I truly did know about Amy. Those flowers are a dear memory to the president, Amy. The first present she received from the president was a bouquet of lion lilies. But now, even he has passed away. If only he was still alive. Perhaps I could have introduced him to John. Shifu! I'm sorry to interrupt this atmosphere, but there's something I need to say. Oh, what is it now? Can't this wait? Well, actually, there's one last item that's been delivered here from Zhengfa. I have here the president's will. What? The president's will. My old man, received a great number of special medals from the president himself. A token of his trust, the president left his will in the protection of the Lang clan. Those medals and that will, they were the pride of our clan. Our family treasures, so to speak. This is... Agent Lang. Does that will have something to do with the current case? Bet it does. It says here, I hereby acknowledge John Marsh as my own son. What? John's name is the president's will? Are you certain that will was written by the president? Yeah. He entrusted to the Lang clan even before the SS5 incident took place. I'll have to praise it back home, but for the name of the Lang clan, this is the real deal. If Zhong Hong was the president of the entire nation, the existence of his son would have caused considerable controversy. However, he left behind a will, just in case. That makes it doubly sure. Still can't believe it myself, but there's no room for doubt. John Marsh, you are the son of Dai Jinghong, president of Zheng Fa. John? John? To be continued.